How much do we truly understand the intricate web of the Russia-UK spy games? Let's journey back to a time of heightened tensions and covert operations, an era etched in the annals of history as the Cold War. As the ashes of the Second World War settled, two superpowers emerged, their ideological differences laying the groundwork for a silent war that would span nearly half a century. On one side, Russia, then known as the Soviet Union, and on the other, the United Kingdom, each armed with their own intelligence agencies. The Soviet Union's Committee for State Security, better known as the KGB, and the UK's Secret Intelligence Service, commonly referred to as MI6, were the chess masters in this grand game of shadows. These agencies, though initially rudimentary in their operations, evolved into sophisticated networks of intelligence gathering and espionage. Their missions, to infiltrate, to gather, and to influence. The KGB and MI6 became the eyes and ears of their respective governments, providing invaluable insights into the strategies, strengths, and weaknesses of the enemy. From the bustling streets of London to the snow-capped peaks of Moscow, these spies infiltrated every level of society, their identities concealed behind a veil of normalcy. But it wasn't just about gathering intelligence. These agencies developed a myriad of espionage techniques that read like a thrilling novel. Dead drops, secret codes, and clandestine meetings became the norm. Spies were trained to blend in, to deceive, and to survive. They lived in the shadows, their true identities known to a select few, their deeds often going unrecognized, but playing a pivotal role in shaping the course of the Cold War. The world of spies was fraught with danger and uncertainty. A misstep could mean capture, or worse, death. Yet, the stakes were high, and the rewards higher. It was a game of cat and mouse, each side constantly trying to outwit the other, a deadly dance of cloak and dagger. Thus began a clandestine war of information and deception, a game of shadows that would continue for decades. Fast forward to 2010, a year that witnessed a significant event in the world of espionage. In the twilight of the first decade of the 21st century, a clandestine operation unfolded that would prove to be a significant milestone in the shadowy world of international intelligence. The stage was set for the largest spy swap since the end of the Cold War, a silent ballet between two enduring giants of espionage, Russia and the United Kingdom. The cast of this covert drama was as intriguing as the plot itself. At the heart of it was Sergei Skripal, a former Russian military intelligence officer, who was serving a 13-year sentence in a Russian prison for spying for the UK. On the other side of the chessboard was Igor Sutyagin, a Russian arms control expert who had been imprisoned on charges of espionage for the United States. This event was more than just an exchange of imprisoned spies. It was a complex dance of international diplomacy and subterfuge, a testament to the enduring tensions between Russia and the UK. The circumstances leading to the swap were mired in secrecy and intrigue. Skripal was accused of revealing the identities of Russian spies in Europe to MI6, the British intelligence agency. Sutyagin, on the other hand, was alleged to have passed on classified information about Russian military technology to the CIA. The swap took place in Vienna, the traditional playground of spies, where a Russian and a US plane sat side by side on the tarmac, engines humming in the early morning mist. 10 Russian sleeper agents arrested in the United States were exchanged for 4 individuals detained in Russia for alleged contact with Western intelligence agencies. This monumental event sent ripples through the international community. It signified the enduring and complex relationship between Russia and the UK, a relationship steeped in suspicion, competition, and mutual respect. It was a tacit acknowledgement of the ongoing spy games, one that underscored the importance of intelligence in international relations. The 2010 spy swap, a silent acknowledgement of the ongoing spy games, added a new chapter to the history of Russia-UK relations. But the games took a sinister turn in 2018, didn't they? The quiet English city of Salisbury hit the global headlines when it became the stage for a chilling episode of espionage. In March of that year, former Russian military officer and British spy Sergei Skripal and his daughter Yulia were found unconscious on a park bench. The culprit? A deadly nerve agent known as Novichok, a relic from the Cold War era, originating from Russia. The Skripals weren't the only victims. Detective Sergeant Nick Bailey, who was one of the first to respond to the scene, also fell seriously ill after exposure to the agent. Tragically, Dawn Sturgis, a local resident, lost her life after inadvertently coming into contact with the poison hidden in a perfume bottle discarded by the assailants. The alleged perpetrators were two Russian nationals, later revealed by investigative journalists to be officers from Russia's military intelligence service, the GRU. Russia strongly denied these allegations, creating a wave of disbelief and speculation. The incident sparked international outrage. Countries around the world rallied in support of the UK, resulting in the largest collective expulsion of Russian diplomats since the Cold War. Over 100 Russian diplomats were sent packing from 27 countries, a move that marked a significant hardening of attitudes towards Russia. The UK government's response was firm. They tightened sanctions on Russia, expelled 23 Russian diplomats, and pledged to crack down on Russian spies, criminals, and corrupt elites. The Salisbury incident was a turning point, cementing a new era of tension and suspicion between Russia and the UK. Yet despite the global condemnation, the incident served to underline the complexity and the risk involved in the shadows of international espionage. It also highlighted the audacity of covert operations, carried out in broad daylight in a quiet English city. The Salisbury incident, a grim reminder of the dangerous reality of the spy games, marked another escalation in the Russia-UK tension. So, where do these games leave us now? The present landscape of Russia-UK relations is a complex tapestry, woven with threads of diplomatic incidents and unending intelligence operations. The spy games, once considered relics of the Cold War era, have not only survived, but thrived, evolving with the times and technology. Recent years have seen a marked increase in these covert operations, with both nations employing sophisticated techniques and tools to outwit each other. These incidents may seem isolated, but they ripple across the globe, impacting international politics and security. The stakes are high, not just for Russia and the UK, but for the world at large. Every move, every countermove, reverberates through the corridors of power across the globe. The chessboard is vast, the players many, and the game far from over. As we delve deeper into the 21st century, the Russia-UK spy games continue to evolve, weaving an ever-complex web in the world of international relations.